Today marked 2 weeks on the road, and it seemed appropriate that I was going to be riding through Glacier National Park. Each day on the road had its own rewards, but today was particularly meaningful. It was a celebration of what had been experienced, more so than what had been achieved. Yes, I traveled many miles, over 3,800, through numerous states, and now on this day I would enter Canada. What really was meaningful for me was how much I had experienced in 14 days. Each day gave the gift of newness, and the experiences flowed through me. I tried to stay out of the way and just let it all happen, without judgment of what it all meant. However, this day did seem like one of those days that had a bit more significance for me. It wasn't about what I did and where I went. It was completely about realizing a vision and a dream. It was totally about manifesting an idea that I played with over the years. Wouldn't it be cool to ride through Glacier National Park in Montana and then head to Banff in Canada? That was the idea, just an idea that became a vision for the trip, then turned into a feeling of something that would be done. The number of miles and the line on the map representing the last 14 days, well, those were outcomes to be proud of for sure. It was a sense of accomplishment. The thing that put the big smile on my face was idea, vision, and manifesting a dream. That was a feeling of reaching new heights, and that was something joyful. I left Kalispell, Montana, and was less than an hour from the west entrance to Glacier National Park. Riding under the sign and through the entrance, it was a feeling of reaching new heights. I was riding past Lake McDonald and joining the Going to the Sun Road. I crossed the Continental Divide at Logan Pass. The landscape was awe-inspiring, majestic, and powerful. The mountains and glaciers that formed the park over the millennia were just doing their thing. They were a living thing, existing and changing over time. What forces were at play? The energy that moves through all of this stuff, that manifests all of this beauty, there are forces at play. I felt honored and grateful to witness it all and to be in the moment. No longer with the world of thought, no longer with the world of abstractions, but with the world that actually is. To let one's mind alone to experience, but not to try to catch hold of one's experience and thought. To let the whole world come to me without interfering with it in any way. Descending from Logan Pass and continuing through the park, I found myself exiting through the east entrance of Glacier National Park. I pulled off the road, turned the engine off, and paused for a bit. I looked back at the rugged peaks lining the Continental Divide and at the breathtaking sight that I just moved through. The wind was whipping about, but I felt a stillness in my breath and in my being. There was no thought, no judgment, and no analysis of what occurred. I simply felt joyful, with a smile on my face and feeling completely content to be exactly where I was at that moment, a new height. Before I knew it, I was at the US and Canada border. Passing through the US border checkpoint and then Canada, I was snapping a picture at the Welcome to Alberta Canada sign. I was already on the bike for 4 hours, and there was another 4 hours to Banff, but I was energized by the experience. I throttled on for hours with a smile on my face. Many miles of farmland before reaching Calgary and adjusting my course due west. Pulling into Banff was another surreal experience. It was part of the dream, and I was there. Strolling down Banff Avenue, I was elated. There was a hustle and bustle of vacationers, but not too crowded. There was a real diverse mix of people converging in Banff, which gave the place an even more interesting vibe. I celebrated the day and 2 weeks on the road with a great meal and a few too many glasses of wine. It was time to go to dreamland now, so I made my way back to the hotel, put my head on the pillow, and fell into a deep sleep. What a ride. A double overnight in Banff gave me the opportunity to sleep in a bit more. I took a walk and had a nice breakfast. I might have guzzled a bit too much coffee, but it was good. The weather was awesome, and I had a loop planned. It was a quick ride up a few switchbacks, and I was at the Mount Norquay ski area. I bought a ticket and hopped on the rickety chairlift for the 8-minute ride to the top. It was quiet at the top, and the views of the Rockies, lakes, and Banff down below was simply a beautiful picture painted by the universe. Every mile through all kinds of weather over the last couple of weeks gave way to this moment on top of Norquay, and it was well-deserved and experienced with immense gratitude. The chairlift ride down was another opportunity to soak it in, the views and the energy of the place. I rode by Lake Minnewanka, Bow Falls, the iconic-looking Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel, and Sulphur Mountain. It was a treat to leisurely ride around town. I was glad to get a feel of it all. Tomorrow I would head to Jasper, and the route there I was sure would be full of splendor as well.